Okay, what are we doing here, hon?
We're finally harvesting our garlic. We're probably a week late. As you can see, most of the leaves have started to go brown. We have 3 different treatments. This first treatment is...
Just worm castings.
And the second treatment is...
Worm castings and 444 COF.
And the last one is...
Nothing.
Okay.
What we like to do.
Yes, which is our preferred method.
Just mulch. All of them got mulched through the winter.
That's true. One thing I want to add about the garlic always looks really good, you know, when it comes up in the winter and it overwinters, it looks nice and green. Round about beginning of May, it really starts to look like garbage. And I always think, oh, maybe there's something wrong with the garlic, you know, the bottoms start to get really not that great looking. I mean, it looks like garbage right now, but once you pull it up, it does look good. So when your garlic starts to look like garbage, don't panic. It's normal to look that way.
Right.
So let's get harvesting the garlic, and we'll see what we got.
Unless it's rust, but we don't have any rust on our plants.
Not this year.
No, this is just dying off. So we had our garlic over in that bed last year, and we harvested it when? July
3rd.
July 3rd, and today is July
23rd.
a lot later.
Yeah,
yes.
20 days later.
So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, let us see.
Yep. And we'll harvest all this, then all this, and then all this, and then kind of lay them down beside each other and see if there's any difference or if we learn anything. So awesome. Let's go.
Let's go.
So got all the garlic up, all looking good. Different sizes, same shape, but some different sizes. So we noticed something really, really interesting actually. So this was just worm castings that we planted the cloves with worm castings in the bottom. And then again in the spring when everything popped up, we pulled all the mulch off and then reapplied some worm castings, just a small amount. This we did the same in the middle, but we also added 444 organic fertilizer to it. Again, some in the bottom of the hole, and then in the spring, reapplied again. This one, we just left like we normally do it. We mulched it when we planted back in October, November last year, and just left it completely. Didn't add any amendments or anything. So these ones in the middle with the 444 and the worm castings definitely were the biggest. Definitely were the biggest. The ones that had just worm castings, great size, no problem with them, but were smaller. And then the ones that we did nothing with our own were definitely the smallest of all of them. Now the interesting thing is these are by far the biggest bulbs in our row, but they all came right on the border of where we applied the 444 and the worm castings. So obviously these got a little bit of the nutrients from the worm castings and the 444, which is pretty telling. Yeah, I mean, we used a very small amount. It was very inexpensive to apply, I'm sure. Like, it wasn't a whole bunch of fertilizer or worm castings, but it was really interesting to see. This is the most interesting part, was these 5 came from here. You can see they're all pretty good size, and then the rest are quite a bit smaller. Still great size. They've all bulbed up and they've all split. So yeah, super cool. So I think worm castings and 444 for the win. A little bit more work, but not a whole lot.
And then, did you want to say anything about the ones that we accidentally left the scapes on?
Scapes.
Okay.
Scapes. So we left some scapes on purpose. And interestingly, this one looks fine. This one, not as fine. So it's split.
And the cloves are coming off.
The cloves are coming off.
It's also quite a bit smaller than some of the others. Yeah, and these are a little bit
squidgier, which would make sense because it's sending all the energy up to here, right?
Yeah.
I think that's what's happening there. So that's why you want to probably remove your scapes for sure. All the other ones super solid, and yeah. So scapes are delicious. We'll definitely be removing them for food, but obviously, again, you can see that there's a definite benefit to removing your scapes. So
Excellent.
awesome.
Yeah.
Bed's super dry, but there's roots all through it, and we were going to take this opportunity to add a little bit of our sweet compost and then plant into it today. Very soon.
Yeah.
Maybe not today.
Not today.
But very soon. So awesome. We're going to get all these cleaned up, and then we'll just wrap up the video real quick.
Perfect.
Okay. We're done. Well, no, we still have to string these up and dry them.
That's right. And to be honest, we probably clean these more than is recommended, but I feel justified because it looks better and because we live in a humid area, so, you know.
That's
so
right.
we get them pretty clean. We're not 100% that these are all red Russian, so I need to look and see exactly whether we planted anything different. But you want to tell them which ones are which?
Okay. So these are just straight up
No.
with...
No.
What?
That's nothing.
Yeah, straight up.
Oh, straight up. With nothing.
We're going to start again? Or
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Okay. So yeah, these are just compost with leaf mold, covered up, didn't do anything. This is the combo of leaf mold,
Worm castings.
worm castings, and 444 from Mind and Soil.
Yes,
thank you, Jord.
Jord.
Awesome. And then this is just the worm castings. So, what do you think we learned?
Well, I think what we learned was that it's definitely the 444 and worm castings. The pile's bigger. They're, I mean, they are pretty much the same number of bulbs. I don't think we're going to be bananas and weigh them. That seems bananas. So I think that's definitely what we learned. What did we learn? Anything else?
Yeah.
How enjoyable it was.
Oh yeah, it's super cool. It was fun to run an experiment for
Yeah.
sure. And then the only one that failed was the one that we didn't pull the scape on, and it rotted off. I mean, there's maybe a couple cloves that we can use, but
We won't.
definitely learned to pull the scapes for sure, and they're delicious.
Yeah.
And then down the side, like this is the one that just had, this was just on the border, and these are definitely the biggest ones because of the 444
Yeah.
and we believe the worm casting. So yeah, but it's all awesome garlic, and yeah, we're gonna get drying it.
Yeah. So to dry it, we are going to tie them up into bundles and then hang them underneath the I don't know what that thing's called. Thing. Hang
Yeah.
them under the thing
Right.
where they won't get rained on. And that's the only place we have to dry them, so that's what we're going to do now.
Cool.
Okay,
Awesome.
let's do it.
Thanks, guys. And
Thank
if you picked up anything and can drop some knowledge, please do throw them in the comments. We super appreciate it. It's just awesome learning so much. So
Yeah, or if you have some other trick besides anything that we've talked about, that would be great to know too.
yeah, and we'll try it. Okay.
I just did the laundry. I washed my hands.
Stay awesome.
Yeah, I know we ended the video, but I just wanted to show you all the garlic hung up. And for those of you who don't know, the whole reason that we have a garden is because of garlic and Deb. Deb asked us to build those 3 original beds, and we did. And we had planted garlic in there originally, and we have grown it ever since. So I think even some of these bulbs might be bulbs that she had grown, or the babies. You know what I'm trying to say. Sweating.
Yes.
You're hot. You
Okay,
feel
so this
hot.
is over to the right.
Yeah, so this is the
And
same
what I'll
angle.
do is you can mention that we left 3, and then we'll just take a quick picture and then cut it in of the 3 that we left. Okay, so this is worm castings?
Nothing.
This is nothing?
Yes, now you're looking at the bed from the other side.
Right. Okay, so nothing, both, just worm castings.
That's right.
Okay. All right, so...